Coming up, after days of waiting, election results are in.
And later, the Hawkeyes saw their first win of the season on Saturday.
Welcome to DITV Now, your flash update on all the biggest headlines coming out of the Daily Iowa newsroom. I'm your host, Mallory Wilson.
And I'm Elizabeth Neruda. The nation held its breath for days as election results trickled in. Now the wait is finally over. Saturday morning, the Associated Press announced that Joe Biden came out on top in the presidential race. In his victory speech Saturday night, Biden took the stage with his running mate, Kamala Harris. She will be the first female vice president in America's history. Biden called for unity and asked Trump supporters to give him a chance.
We have to stop treating our opponents as our enemies. They are not our enemies, they are Americans.
The news led to a mix of celebrations and protests across the country. On Saturday, Trump supporters gathered on the steps of the Des Moines Capitol building, chanting, "Stop the steal." So far, President Trump has refused to accept the election results.
In Iowa's District 2 House race, Democratic candidate Rita Hart has taken the lead. Republican Marionette Miller Meeks was ahead on Election Day, but Hart has pulled ahead by just under 200 votes.
I want to state perfectly clear here, it's not a technical issue. That opens up a big can of worms, which we don't need to open up because it actually was human error. Now, obviously, all of us are humans. We make errors, we make mistakes.
No winner has been declared yet.
The University of Iowa student government has joined the Green Bandana Project to prevent suicide on the UI campus. The Green Bandana Project started at the University of Wisconsin-Madison campus in 2016. After students participate in the suicide prevention education program Cognito, they receive a green bandana to tie on their backpacks. The bandanas signal to other students that they are a valuable resource to go to if they need it.
A lot of what we're just trying to do is plant a seed to have those conversations. I think students can often shy away from having those conversations that might just be a little bit difficult.
This project focuses on suicide prevention and helping participants recognize a student in crisis. USG has been working with student health and other advocacy groups on campus to spread the Green Bandana's mission of saving lives. The UI branch of the Green Bandana Project has been in the works for a while, and while COVID-19 has changed aspects of the project, the overall message remains the same.
Focusing on suicide prevention specifically, this is one avenue through which we can raise mental health awareness during these times and potentially offer some sort of preventative measure should you ever find yourself in those situations.
For more information on the Green Bandana Project, you can visit the undergraduate student government website.
Over the weekend, DITV Sports Director Kate Overton was at Kinnick Stadium searching for Iowa's first win of the season. Here's what he found.
The Iowa Hawkeyes were in need of a win more than ever when the Michigan State Spartans came to town on Saturday. Iowa was locked in focus. The start of the season had been a little shaky for QB Spencer Petras, so Iowa came out hammering run after run. It was working early as Tyler Goodson runs into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. The defense came out looking to make a statement. They only allowed 7 points all game, collected 3 interceptions, and even had a defensive touchdown. They forced former West Des Moines Valley quarterback Rocky Lombardi to his worst game of the season. Even with a big lead, it was clear that the coaching staff was trying to get Petras comfortable throwing the ball. And he did make some great throws, including this touchdown pass to Brandon Smith. But every time Iowa would go back to Tyler Goodson in the run game, he wouldn't disappoint. Just like Iowa didn't disappoint getting the win 49-7.
Most definitely builds confidence for us, being 0-2 was very frustrating. So it's all about, just like I said before previously, it's all about having the mentality of being, knowing that you'll be successful.
This season, we've been trying to establish our identity. We knew that if we got pressure, we stopped the run, that we could do what we enjoy doing, and that's rushing the passer. So that's just what we were trying to do all day.
Iowa won't be celebrating for too long. This week, they're at Minnesota for some Friday night lights. Tune in to DITV Now Friday for our pregame show.
Iconic television personality Alex Trebek died from stage 4 pancreatic cancer on Sunday. Trebek was 80 years old. He was best known for hosting the beloved game show Jeopardy!
President-elect Joe Biden will announce the members of his COVID-19 task force later today. He will also touch on his 5-point COVID plan, which includes increased testing, sustainable supplies for healthcare workers, vaccine development, reopening safely, and protecting those at risk. He has promised that his COVID-19 plan will be enacted on his first day in office.
Georgia has to wait a few months longer for election results. The 2 Senate races are going to be continued in a runoff election, which is a second election after no candidate won enough votes to win the first election. These runoffs will take place in January and will determine which party controls the Senate.
Take advantage of the warm weather this week. It's the last time we'll see it before the cooler weather starts to roll in. The high today is 75 and partly sunny with a low of 56 degrees.
Thanks for tuning in to DITV Now.
We'll be back tomorrow with the latest on the University of Iowa, Iowa City, and Hawkeye Nation. From Iowa City, I'm Mallory Wilson.
And I'm Elizabeth Maruda. Have a great day.